Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your home for all things that go bump in the dark, and your fan story is told here. Today's story comes from Cody, and is called The Evil Within. There's no nice way to say this. My grandmother was a witch. Not a very nice one either. She was very spiteful, mean, and she was vindictive. She would continuously put curses on people. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's just the way that we grew up. We knew it. People in town were afraid of her. My father was afraid of her. But that's who she was. That's what she did. Everybody knew it. Just the old hag, as they called her. I asked my dad, has she always been like that? And he said no. Something changed. She used to believe in the forest and the spirits. She believed that power is all around us. And there's good energies and bad energies, and she used to practice good energies. She was positive, but then something happened. One night something changed completely, and so did my grandmother. People in town were becoming more progressive, more religious, learning things. They didn't like the way that my grandmother lived off the land, the naturalist mentality. Everything had energy. They felt like what she was doing was witchcraft, and they kicked her out of the church. People in town wouldn't sell her goods anymore. She was basically shunned to live outside of town by herself. My father said that the people in town made her out to be a monster, so she became one. The more the town fought against my grandmother, the more she fought against them. The more negative energy they brought towards her, the more power she began to have. Cattle got sick. People in town started blaming her. Someone's wife fell ill. People in town started blaming my grandmother, and that's how the legend began. The more things bad that happened in the town, the more my grandmother was responsible for whatever happened. A person is smart. The human being is smart. People are relatively stupid, and mob mentality took over. They burned my grandmother's house to the ground and tried to take her life, but somehow, some way she got out. She moved in with my father. They lived together for a long time, and then my grandmother passed. These are all the stories that my dad would tell us about our grandmother growing up. I never had a chance to meet her, but he had some of her things in a trunk in the attic. Diary, a journal, and a book. A book that she wrote down all of her things in, with a medallion that I now wear. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I can feel her power now. It flows through my veins. Her power, her blood, runs through my veins. There's a conscience inside all of us with logic and reason, a voice inside of our heads that says things that should not be said out loud. But the more I learn, the more I want to do the things that I hear inside of my head. Is this kind of power, is this kind of idea, energy, all made up? Or do we truly have a power within that we can tap into? Tell me what you think in the comments. And thank you for watching Paranormal Nightshift.